Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah.
Hi guys, so you're here with Duo London today and we're with Fontaine, who's a fitness freak. Is that cool?
Yeah, you can say that. So as Taz said, my name's Fontaine. I'm currently on a journey into the health and fitness world, and I use that term quite loosely, so to speak, because I feel that there are many people who say they are into health and fitness,
Yes.
but they're not.
Yeah.
And I'm basically here to really help people who are serious about their health and about their fitness.
Not just for Instagram. Right?
Not just for their no likes, no comment, no yeah.
So
No
you're basically the real deal of fitness.
Yes, complete.
So you want us to learn about how to actually work out for that worked out body, not that Instagram life body.
Yeah.
Definitely, I'm all about being functional. I'm all about taking care of the inside. That includes the mental. I feel like when you work on the inside, which sounds cliche, everything else falls into place. It's about changing mindsets, not just changing the outside. It's about your mindset. Yeah, absolutely.
We definitely agree with everything that you're saying, and that is exactly why we wanted to come down and speak to you, because we want to take this journey with you.
Hey.
You're scared?
No,
we see like how much work you've been putting in, how hard you're working.
Yes.
Fontaine's in the gym from 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
She's really putting the
How
work
many
in.
hours do you do per day?
Yeah.
No, so it looks more than what it is. Basically, I like to go at 5 in the morning.
Okay.
That's my natural wake up time, between 5 and 6.
Right.
I go before work, before the school run. I get it out of the way. Sometimes I'm there for an hour, sometimes half an hour. It depends on my day. But literally, I believe in working out, setting up my day.
Yeah.
That helps to organise my day. Yeah. Some people have a morning coffee or read the paper and organise themselves. I organise myself at the squat rack, yoga, whatever it is. But in my mind, I'm just organising my day and getting myself ready for what's ahead.
Nice. So tell us how you started. Where did your journey start?
Okay, so this is crazy because a lot of people are members of gyms and stuff for years, and I was on and off for a long time. My first kind of real kind of workout was working out kind of phase was after I had my son. And again, even then I would go really early. Initially, you're going to get your snap back on and all the rest, and pre-body and pre-baby body and all the rest of it. But I actually found that I just liked having time to myself.
Yeah.
And that was just my time where I would walk up the road to Peckham Pulse. Peckham Pulse, I kept it 100. Peckham
Keep
Pulse.
it real.
I kept it real. Peckham Pulse, they had everything that you needed.
Yeah.
And I would go there at like 7 in the morning. I was living in Peckham at the time. Walk up the road. Also, people always forget that there are concessions within gyms if you're on benefits, disabilities of students, if you live locally. And I utilised the fact that I was actually on benefits at the time. And I went down there and I got a really cheap membership, just to put that in there.
Yeah.
People always complain that they can't go.
It's very important because some people would have not actually even known that option that they had. So thank you for sharing that.
Yeah. So I went down there and I would just go. And initially, I was about trying to lose baby weight and stuff, but I really enjoyed that kind of hour, 2 hours to myself. Some days I would work out. Some days I'd just sit in the sauna. Some days I would just talk to other mums. Luckily for me, I had the option of someone there that allowed me to go and do that. But that was my sanity, and that was my 2 hours, an hour, and I would just come back home and do whatever. I kind of went backwards and forwards with the gym. Obviously, having a young child, getting back into work, I found it hard. But I was always mindful and suffered with spouts of depression, which got worse over time. In around 2012, 2011, I got hit really hard with it. Like, I'd been made redundant. A lot of things were kind of going wrong at the time. And things had gone wrong previously, and I felt upset before, but this was a different feeling of upset. This was a whole nother level of darkness. And I ended up seeing a really lovely counsellor through the NHS. And, you know, she was basically taking me through how my behaviour was affecting the way I felt about myself, how my thoughts were affecting the way I felt about myself, you know, just my actions in general, and what I could do to have a better outlook on myself and a more positive outlook on myself. And one of the tasks that she set me was to go to the gym. It wasn't to work out, it was just an appointment with myself to get me to leave my bed. And I went a couple of times, and once I went, I think about the third or fourth time, I actually got on the treadmill, started running, and as I started to run, the tears started to flood. Like, I could just feel everything leaving my body, literally running and crying. And I normally would have music at the gym or whatever, but at this particular time, I didn't have music. Everything else around me was just blocked out. I was just running and crying. And this went on for a while, and it happened a few times. And I went back to her and I told her what happened. And, you know, she said, okay, so you need to try and go back. She even set me a task of even combing my hair, because I was doing nothing. Zero, nothing. I'd gone back a few times, booked a couple of classes, met a few people, and at the time I wasn't working, but I found that I was literally going after the school run. Me going there was actually motivating me to do more outside of the gym. So I would go, release that stress, get rid of that dark cloud for the moment, or that dark feeling that I had at that moment, leave and think, shit, I'm going to go online and look for jobs now. I'm going to do my CV now. And it's so it built up. And even little things like organising my home, doing things with my son. I slipped completely with it because I was so down. And for me, exercise pulled me out of that. In turn, my diet changed, which we all know your food affects your mood, affects the way you feel, your levels, energy levels. That changed, and it was just a complete cycle of everything kind of picking up in a positive way. So yeah, that was the start of it, really.
I think everything that you said is just like to highlight that exercise does have a huge impact on life, because, you know, from someone that's not doing anything to just take the step onto a treadmill to make your body realize, okay, I need to be active. And then it psychologically tells you, oh, okay, actually, I need to sort out the rest of my life. Because I actually use exercise as well to plan my days. So I definitely 100% agree. And I know a lot of people that suffer from depression, they actually are prescribed first exercise. Forget medication, forget everything else. It's just to understand yourself and to actually go and do something. You're just like, oh, I'm running. Oh, that's like a checklist. I'm actually doing something. So it's amazing. Congratulations to you for.
Thank you for being so open about it.
Yes,
as well,
thank
because,
you.
You know, mental health it's a big taboo.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not spoken about enough, especially amongst people of colour. It's something that we sweep under the carpet. So it's so important to be open.
I'm here for the real. I'm 101% here for the real. I've just been so much. I don't know what it is, but for me, the only way I know to be and to really people, you can only help people if you know what's wrong. If you go to the doctor and say your leg's hurting when your head's hurting, they can't help you. Do you know what I mean? So I have to just be 101%. Like, there's many people out there that will feel the same. There's people out there who aren't depressed. But you need to get up off your arse and do something. I've met so many people who know, if their child was hanging off a building, they couldn't even hold the baby or hold the child because they're so. And it sounds extreme, but these are things that we take for granted. You get up out of bed, you walk to the bathroom, you walk to the bus stop, you sit down for 8 hours, you walk back to the bus stop, you come home.
There's no activity.
There's no life. That is no life. Your body is the most efficient machine. And be thankful for it. Every day that you get up out of bed, no matter how good it is, everything needs maintaining. Exercise is a form of maintenance.
Exactly. And it doesn't actually matter what size you are.
No.
Because a lot of people start to think that I only need to exercise if I go over a certain size. It's not that. It's the inside. You've got to regulate that inside as well, you know?
It's not.
So,
and there's a big phenomenon of slim fat.
That's what I was just about to say.
People don't understand. And the funny thing is now, my eye, I can see it. There's a big phenomenon of slim fat. There's also a big phenomenon of people, this whole term of being thick. When really, honey, you're fat. And I'm not in a horrible way because I'm not here to body slam anybody. The whole idea is that you can be at any size and be healthy. And I say any, and that is very, I loosely use that very loosely because it's not a case of any size. But I have met very fuller figured women who are extremely healthy lifestyles, you know, on the boards, everything, they're fine. And I believe that it's about being functional. It's just about being active. If you choose to take it that bit further and go into the more aesthetic side of things, that's completely up to you. But in the way of every day, minimum 30 minutes a day, people tell me they've not got time. But then they watch EastEnders for half an hour, or they're on social media for half an hour. Tell them to put a DVD in and jump for a little while, or skip rope. It's too much effort. And I don't want to hear that, like, at all. I don't want to hear that. Even with your food and stuff like that, like, it can be expensive. I'm not going to lie. There are times if you don't know what you're doing, the initial startup of eating healthy is expensive. But once you change the things that are in your cupboard, it's done. Your background, your oils, your herbs, your wild rices, your quinoa, things like that. Initially, it is expensive, but it's for you to experiment and find what's good, what you like, what's good for you, what your body can tolerate, what it can't tolerate. I can sit down and tell you ingredients all day. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But it's for you to go away and find out what you like, and that's what it is.
But diet's so important as well, alongside exercise, because you can be in the gym every day of the week, but if you're not eating right, there's not much point.
There's no point. It's strange because I feel like diet can work well on its own with an active lifestyle. But gym every day without the food, it's pointless. It's pointless. Again, it's just about an active lifestyle. You know, I remember having a school teacher. She used to bring her lunch into school every day. We used to laugh at her. She used to cycle, have a bottle of water. I saw her the other day. She looked the same as she did when I was in school, with her same bike, her same hat, and she was, you know, and this is what people fail to realise. This is why people in other countries live so long, because they ride bikes, the elderly walk, they eat fresh food, and you know, all this whole thing of, but I can't be bothered, and this, that, and that.
Microwave food, tinned food.
When your joints are inflamed,
takeaways.
your intestines ain't working no more, your hair's full, then you want to think about it. But until then, people don't want to act beforehand. And it's so important to do it. So important.
And it's never too late to make that change.
No.
Because we've been making changes, like, within our diet as well. Like, last year, I cut out red meat for 2 months. I tried to do dairy at the same time. It was hard. I'm not gonna lie. But I literally, the kick for me was I'd gone to 2 lectures in the space of a week. One on diabetes and one on fibroids. And these are 2 things that are so close to home for me. Like fibroids is something that 60% of black women get. And, you know, time's ticking on. I haven't had any babies yet. So I need to be looking after
Yeah, it is. What about you,
I
mate?
think, yeah, well, my life has been changing for a long time. So, because I'm from the whole basketball background and dance background, because of those two, I've always had to maintain a healthy lifestyle. And I personally had a switch anyway at teenage years. I don't know. I think it was just because of playing national level on basketball and dancing professionally was kind of like, oh, I need to be actually healthy. And I realized, if I had some junk food, I wasn't moving fast enough.
Yeah.
I'm very competitive, especially on a basketball court. So I was like, no, I can't have fizzy drinks. I can't have crisps and chocolates and stuff like that. So I cut out junk when I was 15.
Oh, wow.
I was just like, no. But then as I got older, I started to get into more smoothies. I've always been into smoothies before these phases of life that, Ninja, Willet and all of that came out. I used to just use a blender and just chuck it in, and I knew it was more refreshing. Plus, my dad has diabetes. So he's had diabetes for a longer time, and I've always researched into certain food types to get him to eat how I eat.
Yeah.
So I've always been changing that side. And then I went to Bosnia with a whole bunch of vegans and vegetarians and pescatarians, and I got into debates, and eating meat and chicken, and it's just not ethical. And for me, that kind of struck me. I was like, no, you know what? We are mass producing so many food types that's not done properly. It's like you're not even allowing the chicken to grow or the meat to grow naturally. It's just like things are being injected.
Hormones.
Exactly.
And arsenic and all kinds.
So whatever goes into your food is going into your food, your body. So so I started to feel uncomfortable. So we've both been kind of on the pescatarian life.
10 weeks.
Clean.
And 10 weeks meat free.
And we've been doing smoothies as well. So we're trying to be on a strict diet. But strict in the sense that, yes, we've cut out the meat side, but it doesn't mean that our food doesn't taste good and you can't still flavour it, because herbs are amazing. It's what you pick and choose to use.
Definitely.
And so
You just kind of have to
changes.
get a little bit more creative
Yeah.
and experiment.
This
Exactly.
is it.
What
This
works
is
for
it.
you.
I mean, it's quite not frustrating, but I lift quite a lot of weights. I'm really into weightlifting. I do a lot of mixture of different exercises. But in the whole weightlifting world, meat is good. Next to your protein shake, meat is good. So I'm quite different in the sense that I do try to source protein from other places, in the form of veg and stuff, other areas, and I don't get into supplements. In the way of supplements for aesthetic reasons. So for that, I feel like I would always have a certain look about me, which in some professional eyes is as lean as, but I don't go down that road for my own personal reasons.
But that's your choice.
That's my choice. That's my choice. In regards to cutting things out, I've cut loads. I was born lactose intolerant, so I was never into dairy from a young age.
But the thing is, most humans are.
We are. It's just people realise it. I was quite lucky. My mum was up on it from the get-go, so I was straight breast milk, and I've grown up not having dairy. So the whole thing about it being good for your bones is rubbish. The only bone I've ever broke is this, because I was running up the stairs in school and I was being stupid and broke my finger. My bones are strong. I'm not lacking anything.
We're the only mammal that drinks another mammal's milk. It doesn't make sense.
It's a complete myth. In regards to dairy and stuff like I said, I grew up not having it, and that included chocolate, ice cream. I never had any of it. Only as an adult, with my fast self, I started having it, and I had triggers from that. So I'm really sensitive to certain things. Again, I've cut out meat, like red meat. I would say it's been a good, it's been years. I remember the first time I tried to do it was 2010, and I held out for not held out, but I done it for 5 months. And then when I got into uni, I found it hard. Because when you're out, the problem with vegetarian food or vegan food vegetarian food is fried vegetables or vegetables and cheese, and the options are never healthy. So you tend to veer. If I went for a stage where I would even rather go for a lean protein as opposed to a fried to death veg, and that was my toss up at the time. Organisation is the key.
That is key. That is.
I always have something in my bag. I have a vegan protein shake, which is amazing, which I can mix with water or like coconut water. I'll have like homemade like energy balls, some dates or some nuts, something that will just keep me going in between. And I'm quite good at, when I'm out, knowing the places that I will eat. Places that will accommodate what I need. So sometimes you're out, it does cost a bit more, but it's your health.
It's your health. It's important.
It's your health. You know, you buy that bundle of weed, but you don't want to spend. I hear this all the time. Like, I get people like, oh no, I can't do this. But you've got £250 on your head, and you don't want to pay to look after yourself.
It's so true.
On your head.
But it's just the priorities are all wrong.
But this is what I'm trying to say, you know, I think when you're younger, at maybe 20s or so, and you don't really see it. But as I always say to people, you know, on Instagram, social media, you see a lot of people put goals under certain people's pictures. That woman is not goals because she sat on her ass. She's goals because she's worked for it. And it's easy to see the end result and say you want it, but not appreciate the work that goes into it. Angela Bassett does not look like that because she's ate fast food and abused her body for years. These women are advocates of health and fitness and mental, you know, just mental development and growing in every way. Take note, because you don't get to that stage in life by treating yourself bad.
But I think at the same time, like going back to social media, we have to be careful because there's a lot of pages out there of people like claiming that, you know, they got that body in the gym, and it's like, no, you went to a surgeon's office.
You paid for that,
you
basically.
paid for that body.
You
not
shortcut.
for gym membership. So we have to be so careful.
There's a lot of people out here who will sell their mothers and their grandma's souls for likes and follows. And what I always say to people, because initially I found that for me, I was in a positive place. So following people and getting advice, I was able to pick and cipher through what I felt was real and what was beneficial to me. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there who don't know.
People that don't know, and also for the younger girls as well, because they really take Instagram seriously. They think that's life.
They think that's life.
Nah.
What you see is what you get on Instagram. And
people are putting up the best
of
the
the
best
best.
of them, the best of the best.
The best of them, the best angles,
Best
the
modified,
best
filter,
filter.
everything.
And they've probably taken 250 pictures
before
before that one that they posted.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's
all like sorted and magnified and retouched,
chopped and screwed.
everything
Remixed.
Yeah, and then it's like bang.
It sounds crazy, but
how I woke up this morning.
It's
I woke
complete
up like
rubbish.
this.
Do you know
I woke up
what?
like this.
Half the people you see that are doing really well, who are working out and you know, good, but let me tell you, it could take a minimum of 3 years to get a really good transformation. These 12-week things are a heap of crap. 9 times out of 10, if you see a 12-week transformation, the person they've used is normally a fitness person, i.e. like myself, who the muscle is there, ready to roll, and you know what, we can transform you in 12 weeks, because that's all you're going to do for the next 12 weeks. You're going to eat, sleep, and live this fitness program. We're going to give you food, we're going to deliver it to your door, your trainer's going to be with you. In real life, shit don't go like that. So the 12-week transformation, people come to me, can I get this spend 12 weeks? No, you cannot. But what I can do is help you lose some body fat, get your fitness up, get you feeling better about yourself. So when you hit that beach, you won't care about the size 6 twiggy with the inflamed bum, because you know that you've worked hard to be where you're at and you're proud of yourself. And that's what you need. When you're following people, try and aim for people who are similar to size 6 woman because I'm 5'8", almost 5'9", and I'm a strapping girl. I'm not gonna do that because I'm never gonna look like her.
Yeah.
She's never gonna look like me.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I tend to go for people who I can see are not necessarily mums, but just a bit more truthful. We all take pictures of ourselves that are the best pictures. That's just life. But I do find myself more drawn to somebody who has had a child, someone who's really shown the documentation over a period of time. I would always say to people, research. It's
That's
your
key.
body, it's you, it's research. You have to find out for yourself. Don't just sit there thinking, I'm going to follow this, because that what is good for you might not be good for you. You know, I've got clients that maybe, everybody wants bums, but what exercise might work for Taz to give her a bum may not work for you.
Yeah.
And that's just how it is, and it's all trial and error. There's no right or wrong way, it's just what suits you. And people need to remember that as well. It's just down to the individual. Everyone's body works differently. I might say, oh, I can do this, I can do that. Genetically, I have an ass. But I have to work to keep it in shape. I have to work to keep it in shape. I'm over 35, I have to keep it in shape.
So we're just going to recap what we just heard. So you're 35 years old and you have an 11-year-old son.
Yeah.
And you look like this.
Oh, thank you.
It's amazing. Like this is gold. This is gold. Spontaneous gold. This is gold. Like, I mean, seriously. I mean, like, okay, we all have different perceptions of how a mother should look and how you should look at different ages. And we obviously look a lot more younger than we are. You know, we get people asking us, how are you, 16 or whatever? So we understand, we don't expect. 35 is normal. You're supposed to, well, it depends how you take care of yourself to look like that. But you had a child as well. I mean, you're just incredible.
Do you know, it's just like people talk about goals and they see pictures of certain people. They're goals because they've worked. Do you see what I mean? Like, it's not just, let me just freestyle this, let me just not look after myself. People like Angela Bassett do not look the way they do for not looking after themselves. And it's internal as well as external. I feel that I look younger now than I did at 24. That's a personal growth thing. That's me taking care of myself, learning how to deal with stress, and just basically being comfortable. I think when you become comfortable,
it shows.
It shows. It shows.
I mean, that's amazing that you have realized, okay, this is what I need to do to be who I want to be. And then for your son as well, I'm sure, like, you must be a huge role model for him, you know, the way that you do things.
Yeah, I feel like my mindset has got him into the whole role of he can do anything. Like, sometimes I'm like, you need to calm down. But he literally doesn't ever think that there's something that he cannot do.
That's brilliant. That is incredible.
You know, it's an example, it's like if he wants something, you say, oh, that's all right. I say, is it? Yeah, just save my money. Like, it's just so straightforward, so plain. So, you know, it's just very to the point. I mean, he's a picky eater, but I try to encourage him as much as I can. We are active. Active riding bikes, activities, you know, I try to keep him busy most days of the week. His day is literally 8:30 till 6 o'clock. Like, I keep him busy. And that's it. I just try to just keep him entertained. And it's, again, it's for me as well. You know, you can just be walking up the road, the bus comes, like, Miles, the bus. And we'll both start running, like, and it's not a problem. And that's the things I want people to see, that you shouldn't have to have your 4-year-old running in front of you holding the bus.
It's true.
I feel like I'm trying to create like a whole sisterhood of people coming to the gym. Like, at my gym, I very rarely see women of colour in the gym, and that is something I want to see more of. We have to go, and I know that it's almost culture. It's almost like you're the backbone of the family. You don't really want to be seen to be doing something for yourself, because you're there for everyone else, but you're not there for yourself. So it's almost that time. I don't think it's a lazy thing. I think over generations, it has become a lazy thing. But I think certain women of a certain age, it's almost like they feel guilty doing something for themselves, and it's important to do that.
It's all part of the whole self-care that women need to do. Like, it's a necessity.
You need to.
Especially with all the societal stresses, etc. You know, it's just important to look after number one.
It is.
But I think, like you said, like a lot of women of colour forget that, you know, that forget about themselves. It's just give. So they don't put in that time, okay, maybe I need to do something for myself. And something like exercise is always kind of like, oh no, that is more work on top of the list of work that I have to do.
And
you know, I think it could be a lot more fun, but it's not thought to be fun.
Yes.
Or relaxing.
Yes.
It's an extra
Sure.
one. Yes,
Sure.
exactly.
And it shouldn't be.
No.
I also feel like generational, the mindset is that an older woman may believe that it's more of a man's thing.
Yes.
Like an older woman could have been with a man who's gone to the gym for many years and she's never been into it. She'd cook the healthy meals for him, support him through his healthy journey, and would never have gone to a gym. And I feel that, not even so much to a gym, but just involved in any form of physical activity. And it's not a chore. This is about being able to play with your grandkids. This is about, you know, keeping sickness and environments at bay. You know, just being able to just pull your shopping trolley or go to a club, like just, you know, not a nightclub, but like a social club where people do things. And it's insurance for yourself. It's longevity. You know, you want to be able to. You don't want to be a burden to anyone.
Exactly.
And also, you want to keep your liberty. You want to keep going for as long as you can.
I think it's actually triggered at school as well. You know, if you go to a mid school or I went to a girls' school, so we did sports, but then I'd see a certain amount of girls stopped after it became not. What's the thing? Compulsory.
Yeah.
So it stops being compulsory, I think, in year 9.
I think so. Yeah.
And then you see what you do. So once it becomes, it's not compulsory anymore. They're like, yes, I got out of that class. I don't have to do it. And girls have this mentality of like, oh, I don't want to sweat. I don't want to look a certain way. That's why I'm not going to exercise. And it's the boys. Oh, boys do sports. Girls don't need to. And I've always been a tomboy, so I don't understand that life. But I've seen people stop that then, so they can't pick it up later on. And then it's like, how do I do this? How do I get it back into
something
this?
really big there for me?
Like a woman of colour.
Women of colour. Also, class things as well.
Yes.
You find people who would have attended a better, so-called better school, maybe a private school. Sports is the background for many of those kind of schools, and you can get a lot further academically if you have sport. You know that you're pushed because you've got your sport behind you. I find that when it is stopped, a lot of people don't take it up anymore, and that's it. So year 9 you stop. Whereas if you meet someone who had played sports in secondary school, even up until 6th form, the likelihood of them picking it back up later in life is much higher. And I always say this: when you go to inner city schools, very rarely do you find playing fields. They don't have access to many things, and that is what starts it. They have a concrete square, and that's it. You don't have to do PE anymore, and that's the end of it. And that is a big thing. You have to get it into people's minds from an early stage. Otherwise, it's a lot harder to break it. I did go to a good school, and we were forced to do. But then I enjoyed it, so it was different for me. I went to a school that had access to amazing playing fields. I mean, my first ever time at a gym was my school had a gym.
Amazing.
And this was way back.
Where did you go?
Yeah, I know. My school had a gym and a dance and drama studio, which was amazing. So and we used to go over to Regent's Park to play games and other different facilities. So I had that. But many people don't.
I think the other thing that you do get is that my school sports was good. It was reasonably good, but I got started into going and playing for my borough. So I played for Wandsworth for basketball, and once I got taken there, that was it for me. So the girls external support system, and I had a team, and I had a goal. I had to, get things done. For me, sports is what I learned most of my life lessons on that basketball
This
court.
is what I mean.
So,
this is exactly what I mean.
About teamwork, about just
failures, correcting goals, ambition,
Mm-hmm.
being competitive, getting the, dealing with different things. And this is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Every day I get on that treadmill, I'm dealing with my issues. I'm dealing with things that I've got to, and it prepares you.
I think we do need to encourage a lot more females to do certain, to do sports. You know, just from young age. I think it does start from a young age.
It really does.
If they can understand that it's not just for boys.
Yeah.
I think because even parents sometimes, they probably don't do it on purpose, but it's like, okay, my son will be in a football team or this team and that team. My daughter, what can she do? Play with her dolls and it's the stereotypes. We need to get out of that.
Yeah, and that does break the cycle really early.
Yeah,
it does. I believe in tackling things from the root.
Yes. So, what can we expect next from you?
So basically, I've taken it one step further. I've decided to go off and do a PT course, which is coming to an end. Summer classes will be coming soon. I'll be taking a client. Just keep pushing the whole movement. I really, really need to. I have a need to keep building the sisterhood and just, bringing women together through real health and fitness. Once this is over, I'm taking it up a level, and I will just be out there, really pushing it, just really going forward, and just trying to encourage people to get to that point where they feel great about themselves and just building stronger communities of women.
Incredible.
So you want to do group classes and stuff as well, don't
Definitely.
you?
I want to do group
Looking forward
classes.
to them.
I want to do group classes, amazing music,
Nice.
good vibes,
Nice.
all abilities, and let's just get it in.
Pop it.
Yeah.
So you're going to take personal programs with each clients as well as group classes.
The whole lot.
The
So
whole
there'll be
shebang.
personal one-on-ones. There'll be, even if you want to train with a friend, sometimes people prefer to do that. And classes. Hopefully a few more collaborations a bit later on down the line with other people. Like I said, I'm about strength in general. So, just even if someone's like a motivational speaker, someone speaking out on, different women's kind of issues, health issues, not just medicalized, I'm talking mental as well. So just collaborating and just seeing how fitness and everything can work together and how we can just keep uplifting each other to keep going.
Thank you.
Brilliant.
We have a little proposition for you.
Go for it.
So we want you to take over our life for a month.
Pleasure.
Literally taking us over. We want to go through this journey with you for a month and see what we can develop. It's not a 12-week program. It's not, instant, quick fix. We're not asking for that. We just want to see what exercise you can do to get a bit more healthier.
Definitely. That is the best way to look at it. I think in the first kind of 4 weeks or so, you will see changes, you will feel better, but people forget before you get results, you have to build your fitness. You have to build your technique, your form. So even in building that, you will get results. But I'm happy to do it. You guys are great with your eating. You're great people to kind of direct. And I know you've already got the background for the fitness, bro. I see you dancing. So we've got it, so why not? Let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm excited.
Let's do it. Chick team high fives.
That back. She knows she got a box me up.
So but we want to kind of look at diet and stuff with you as well.
Definitely.
Like my biggest bugbear at the moment is sugar. So I'm up there with all the veg and cutting out the meat but sugar.
Okay, so normally I find people with that, it can normally be like a mineral or like a deficiency, a vitamin deficiency, but we can look into it and see if you look at the cycles of when you feel the sugar, at what point. Sometimes it's an emotional thing as well, so we'll look from your side.
Excited.
What you got?
Sleeping issues.
Taz doesn't sleep, period.
Taz is creative.
Yeah.
You all are up all night.
So when you guys go to sleep, you know,
That's when you wake up. Again, we can see. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but we can definitely have a look and see if there's something that's kind of triggering it or what we can do and just work on it. Just work on getting Taz some sleep, keeping her looking 10 years younger for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
You know, 20 years are laid out, you know. Let's do it, yeah.
No, that's amazing. Yeah. So then we look forward to creating goals and
Yeah, we're gonna set some
what
goals.
we're gonna do. Yeah.
Some personal. So we're gonna look at diet. We're gonna have a look at your diet, how you guys are eating. We're gonna set some goals and see what you both want to achieve.
Sure.
I'm not both, but separately, what you want to achieve, what you want to go for. And what I'll do is we'll have the ultimate goal, and we'll just break it down week by week, and we'll see. Yeah, we'll try and see each other like twice a week or something like that.
Yeah.
I'll give you some homework. I want to see some video clips of you doing your homework.
We'll
I am a bugaboo, don't worry. I will be sending you WhatsApp videos in the morning like, hi, how's it going?
No, we'll be documenting everything.
Yeah, that's what I need.
So we'll be all over making little Instagram videos,
Perfect.
Snapchat,
Yes.
Periscope.
Yes.
We've got Periscope now.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll be all over.
Okay.
So we will literally keep you all updated on our 4 weeks program with Fontaine, and we'll show you our goals, which we're gonna sit down and have a little chat with you, and it will be up on our blog, and you can read about what it is that we want and what it is that Fontaine is gonna give us and do to us, and so you guys will be literally updated constantly with everything that we have on our Twitter, our Instagram, Facebook's coming soon, and our website's coming soon, but we'll have Periscope and Snapchat on our individual ones as well. And you can get Fontaine on where?
Currently just on Instagram. So straight over everything on Instagram. Periscope's coming, Snapchat, Twitter. By the time we meet up next time, it will all be ready to go.
Yeah.
And I'll be featuring a lot of other things as well. So it won't just be your basic kind of squats. It will just be... I'll be covering a wide range of things in regards to women's health and just going for it, being 101% done.
That's brilliant.
That sounds amazing.
Thank you so much for sitting down with us
Oh,
today.
thank you for
It's been
having me.
amazing.
Thank you for your energy and